and final segment, which is just going to be talking about some news around the league, what's going on, and yeah. So first, I want to talk about something that happened just before I went on the air, and that was Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He made his Dodgers debut, went very well, showed off his signature slider, and oh man, is that slider nasty. I mean, it's probably going to hurt for a long time as a Mets fan, that the fact we didn't get him. So, yeah, not looking forward to him as a Dodger, but I'm definitely looking forward to watching him and seeing how he does perform and seeing if he can pave the way for the future of international pitchers, their contracts, and how they do perform in the MLB. Next, we have some other Mets news. We have two pieces of Mets news I want to talk about quickly. First, Pete Alonso, he had his first spring training home run today. Nice shot against the Cardinals, who we played. So, yeah, that was a nice shot. You know, obviously, I talked about him yesterday, involved in trade rumors. So, the fact that he has his first spring training home run is good, and I'm excited to watch him, excited to see if he has some vengeance on his mind, hoping to get the big contract he believes he deserves in the offseason. So, yeah, looking forward to that, and glad he hit his first home run. Trace Thompson for the Mets is absolutely on fire. Hit a grand slam in one of his first games with the Mets, if it probably was his first, but I'm not specifically sure. Today, hit another home run. He's been hitting the ball hard all week. Sorry, I got a tongue twister there. And, yeah, it's just been very, very good. He's really making a decision for the Mets who to put on the bench as a bench bat. So, yeah, I think he's making it a little bit harder on the Mets and trying to see if he can clinch a bench spot right now. Maybe he, had a little Monstars thing with him and his brother Clay. Maybe Clay got his abilities and he got Clay's abilities, considering how much Clay struggled in the NBA this year. Maybe they switched and got a little Monster Jam action going on. I guess we'll never know. The Rockies, they claimed Sam Hilliard off waivers. Obviously, he was a former Rocky. He's a guy who hits righties very well, has a good amount of speed, good defense. So, nice little depth move by the Rockies, claiming their own. And, that's what these teams like the Rockies need to do, who aren't that good, who are in smaller markets. Make savvy depth moves, considering things off waivers as well. And nice little solid move for the Rockies here. The Padres, they signed former Met Tim LeCastro. Tim LeCastro, of course, is probably the fastest player in the league. Just a stolen base demon, guy who not only steals bases, plays great defense because of that speed, but also has mastered the art of getting hit by pitches. If you want more on that, look at Foolish Baseball, one of the best baseball YouTube channels on the platform. It talks about Tim LeCastro. Just look up Foolish Baseball, Tim LeCastro. A great video on him. But I'm sure a lot of baseball fans know about him now. But if you don't, you should check him out. He's a very cool player, Tim LeCastro, because he's figured out the way of quote-unquote stealing first base because of the way he gets hit by pitches at such a high clip. So, yeah, definitely a nice signing for the Padres, getting this guy in. I'm surprised more teams don't try to sign Tim LeCastro just to, a big speed deal, because he is just such a speedster and brings such a threat. I mean, if you're in the eighth inning and the Mets have, someone along their roster like Jeff McNeil, put him in on second, and you immediately, if you get a single, he's scoring. You can even steal third if you want, and then score even on a sacrifice fly. So I think speed's a very big thing in baseball nowadays, and I'm surprised more teams don't go after Tim LeCastro pretty heavily. So, yeah. Next, we have the Orioles. They signed Colton Wong and Julio Teheran to deals. They signed Colton Wong. Nice little depth move for second base in case one of the youngsters get hurt. He was not bad in his resurgence with the Dodgers last year, Colton Wong. So looking forward to seeing what he can do with the Orioles, seeing if he can make the team. And if not, seeing what he can do in AAA and how that's going to work out. So, yeah. Julio Teheran, guy they signed for pitching depth, was obviously a great player in his heyday with the Braves. Went to the Milwaukee last year, wasn't bad. Had some competition for his services as well. Apparently the Mets also made a big push for him with the Orioles, but in the end goes to the Orioles. Gets a $100,000 signing bonus, which I think shows he's going to be on the roster. They like him a lot, apparently, for that. So, looking forward to seeing what Teheran could do in Baltimore, and kind of the same with Colton Wong. Trevor Stephen with the Guardians, who's the setup man to Emmanuel Clase, is out for a few weeks with a setback. Not a great start for the Guardians season, but he's a bullpen arm. He's replaceable. It's not the worst thing. It's only a few weeks. He'll probably be back maybe early May, something like that. Maybe even when the season starts, if everything does go according to plan. So looking forward to seeing his comeback. And not a great start for the Guardians. Kind of a blow, but not a big blow. And I think it's something notable to talk about and see what's going to go on with the Guardians here. So the Mariners also dealing with some injury bugaboos to the bullpen. Matt Brash, who has some of the best electric stuff in baseball, a guy a lot of people pinned as a breakout candidate last year. Didn't really do that, but was still nice out of the bullpen for them. He is out for a few weeks, as well as their newly acquired reliever from Chicago, Gregory Santos. Both are out for a few weeks with some injuries. I don't know why the Mariners traded for Gregory Santos if they knew he was going to be hurt. Kind of strange, but whatever, I guess. They gave up a nice player in they didn't get Dominic Fletcher. They gave it to someone else, but still kind of a strange trade, but still hoping these guys can come back for the Mariners better than ever. Hoping they can, be really good for Seattle and a big part of their season. Next, we have another bullpen arm. We have another one after that, so get ready to talk about bullpen arms for the next last few minutes of the show. Mason Thompson from the Nationals, nice fireballing righty, formerly of the Padres. He is getting Tommy John surgery. Not good for him if you're a hard-throwing reliever. It's never really that good to get Tommy John. So not great for him. But hopefully he returns and has a nice start, has a nice comeback for the Nationals, and pitches pretty well, and has a nice tenure when he comes back from the injury. Ken Giles, we all know, Ken Giles was a great closer in his heyday with Toronto, with Houston, with Philly. Dealt with some injury risks, bugaboos with the Mariners and some other teams as well. Has been on the market a few years now. Kind of a guy that's been waiting for a contract. Had a lot of workouts. Finally signed a minor league contract with the Braves, and apparently is impressing a lot of people in camp. Has done really, really well. His fastball has been up to 97. His slider's been working. So he could definitely be another dude out of the bullpen for that Braves team. That I don't think that Braves team needs any more help, but good for them for getting another guy on this team. So looking forward to see what Ken Giles can do with the Braves, and if his career can kind of take another turn and be revitalized. So after that, with those kind of news stories around the league, we're going to be talking about just some spring training games and the scores and what's going on with them. So that should take a few minutes, and then we'll be wrapping up here. So first, we're going to talk about the Diamondbacks and the Guardians. Diamondbacks are winning 3-2 against the Guardians. Jose Ramirez had a run-scoring double. Tucker Barnhart had an RBI double, and Lourdes Gurriel hit his home run with the Diamondbacks. He was re-signed with them, of course, in the offseason. So nice start to his re-tenure there. Diamondbacks and A's. A's are currently winning the Battle of the Bay 7-4. We had for the Giants, we had Spencer Howard start, formerly of the Phillies and the Rangers. He went one inning, had 2 earned runs. Not great. Dodgers and Rangers, of course, we talked about it a little bit before with Yamamoto, him making his debut. He had 2 innings pitched, only 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, was very good. Good sign for the Dodgers. I mean, people were doubting why they gave him such a huge contract, and that's why. He's very, very good, and I can't say enough how much of a big fan I am of Yamamoto, and looking forward to seeing what's going to go on with him and what his season's going to be like for the Dodgers, and can he live up to the expectations that are being placed upon him? There's so much expectations with the contract he got, so definitely looking forward to seeing what happens there, and White Sox Padres, it's 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Kind of not a very exciting game. White Sox are up 1-0. They have the 1. They got that by Zach Reimard throwing a sacrifice bunt off Johnny Brito, who nice pitcher for the Padres now. Hoping he can show why he was traded for Juan Soto. 1-0 there. Hopefully that game gets more exciting in the as it goes on. Cubs Brewers. Craig Counsell's first time facing his former team that he left for their division rival. So that should be fun. Jake Browers made a nice catch there. Alexander Canario, one of their top prospects for the Cubs, hit an RBI single. And he also threw out a runner at home, Garrett Mitchell, one of the Brewers' top prospects. So nice start for him. And the Red Sox, the Nationals beat the Red Sox 4-3. Tigers beat the Pirates 5-3. Orioles blew out the Twins 12-3. Braves and Phillies tied. Again, disgusting. I hate ties. Blue Jays beat the Rays 3-2, and the Mets beat the Cardinals 3-0 on the hands of Trace Thompson and Pete Alonso. That's our show for today. Talked about these 4 segments. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Keep tuning in, keep subscribing, keep liking. Your support means a lot to us, so thank you so much for that. It is really appreciated always, and that's all for today, and let's see what baseball throws at us tomorrow. All right, see you later, guys. Bye.
Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go.